Need everybody to count down. So, Freedom Factory fans, are you guys ready to get the Tour of Destruction underway? All right. We are too, and we're going to get ready to count them down. Let's do it. Start it from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the war off I-4 Enduro is green at the Freedom Factory. Already 3 and 4 wide before they even get to turn number 1. I love Enduro racing. Great shot from there from the drone. And you see some of the debris and some of the parts and pieces that are, we've got cars already getting turned around. I'm seeing sparks shower. Cars, oh, big collision down in the infield, down in the burnout pad, working their way through the kidney bean section. And several drivers, they are already getting tore up pretty good in the early goings of this one. There you see the number 31, but back up front, Richard Campbell, the 132, James DeLea, the third, in the 294. James, we also got him listed at the 177 as well, so we'll follow up on that. Donald Criswell, the number 77, kind of in the orange camo looking number 77. He had a really strong night last night. You see Campbell in the 132 in that black car with the passenger along for the ride. All sorts of vehicles, pickup trucks, Crown Vics, 4 cylinders, you name it, we got them. J.H. Diesel, the number 88 car, moving up into the 3rd spot. There, the 14, a Michael Meeks, another driver that's no stranger here to the Freedom Factory. Red, white, and blue action there on the number 26 van. Being piloted tonight by Tucker Masella. It is so hard to keep up with because there's action going on everywhere. And for Campbell, yes, you're leading the race, but you're going to be deep in heavy, heavy lap traffic for a majority of the race. And you've got to be able to look around you and be aware of what's going on. Oh, 171 has gone around on the inside. That's at the bottom of turn number 3. The stretch limo. Oh, we got cars right here in the front stretch, and it's Donald Criswell, the 77, right here at the start-finish line. Heavy contact. And he is not parked in a very good spot. This might draw a red. And the 77, he's not in a good spot. Several cars having to try to slam on the brakes here. We're continuing on, and there is the red flag. Right as I say that, the red comes out. And for the 77 of Criswell, everybody now going to have to stop around the track, as the track rescue team quickly going to head over and check on the 77 as AJ up at the flag stand waving that red flag, as we're just 6 laps in to this 25-lap event. And they'll go to check on the driver of the number 77, who looked pretty good last night, was the winner of the flagpole race in that same car. But I don't think that car is going to be able to operate much more here tonight. As you see the rest of the team coming in to check on him, and that front end is all tore to pieces. So Criswell looking to try to climb out, and gets a nice hand from the crowd here on the front stretch. They're going to check him over, make sure he's okay. As Donald has exited his vehicle, and he's looking like he's a little shaken up, but overall looks like he's okay. And they'll go ahead and give him a ride back to his pit area, and they're going to have to, oh man, that thing is destroyed. The front end perfectly caved in. And that has every inclination of just a dead-on, head-on contact into the outside wall. And yeah, I think it's safe to say you're done. Man, big, big hit there. So we'll work a little bit of a red flag situation here. And and we'll look to try to get things cleaned up here. While we have a moment, a couple of drivers are going to, again, drivers not able to move anywhere while the red flag is going on. So they'll look to get the 77 to Criswell move. I want to give a few birthday shout-outs. We got some birthdays being celebrated here at the Freedom Factory tonight. I first want to start off with my man Rowan, celebrating his 13th birthday with us here at the Freedom Factory. Happy birthday, Rowan. Also got Stratic celebrating his 2nd birthday. We've got birthdays of all ages and all varieties. Happy 2nd birthday to Stratic. Here's a fun one. Chris K, happy 62nd birthday for Chris K, coming all the way from Spring Hill. And another big birthday shout out. How about this one? This one going out to Carl Bubba Horvath. He is celebrating his 90th birthday. He's been coming to this track for years. He was the old crew chief for Fred the Red Paravicini, who used to rip it up around this speedway. And Carl, happy 90th birthday, and it's great to have you back here at the Freedom Factory. As they've got the 77 moved out of the way, couple of other cars that broke down are also getting kind of moved out of the way. You kind of take advantage of this red flag situation to do that. But we still got a long way to go in this one, folks. 19 laps remaining. We're just 6 laps in. Richard Campbell there in the 132. There's the 132. You saw him piloting a little bit last night, but having to switch it up a little bit here tonight. And it sounds like we're ready to go. We're going to count them down this time to go back green. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back underway with 19 to go. And a lot of fluid put down on the front stretch here, and a whole gaggle of cars down in turn number 1 as Campbell has to try to navigate the bottom of the racetrack and into the kidney bean section and try to get clear best he can. Not a ton of racing room down there. Even though the burnout pad gets pretty wide, it narrows up as you try to get back up onto the racetrack. So you really, it only wide enough for about 2 cars to go through there. And if you're trying to go through the 3 wide, forget about it. Campbell smoking the tires a little bit there as you see the rest of the field. 3 and almost 4 wide in some spots. 31 going all the way up to the top of the racetrack with that paint scheme. He is certainly doing it for Dale and using every inch of real estate, and even went for a little bit of a spin there coming out of turn number 2. That was the 31 of David Haslam. Oh, 111 getting spun. That was Joey Smith, a driver that had a pretty solid night going last night. The first night of the Tour of Destruction, but went for a little spin there coming into the kidney bean. Taking a look up front, Richard Campbell is your leader. Andrew Roberts is second. Jesse Veltman in the house here tonight. Jesse's up to third. James D'Elia is running in the 3rd spot. And then you've got James D'Elia and Steve Utley. Oh, big stack up down in turn number 1, but it's Enduro rules. We continue on for the time being. Cars going down the racetrack, and we've got a big collision down in turn number 1. They are all stacked up. Veltman in the 132 gets away. But again, with Enduro rules, even with all the parts and pieces on the track, we continue on, and the track clears itself as the rest of the cars make their way down onto the track. And we've got a lot of cars that have seen better days here tonight. Oh, more contact. The 28 and the 132 getting together again. And well, that's the 132 of Veltman, Figure 8 champion of the Ford Crown Vic division up at Showtime, making the trip down to the Freedom Factory here tonight. But Richard Campbell, despite all the chaos going on around him, he continues to lead, and his lead has grown considerably with all the mayhem and all the chaos going on around him. But there's Cleetus on the move, up to 5th, working his way into the top 5. He's right behind his good buddy J.H. Diesel in the 88. They run 4th and 5th. And they're chasing down James D'Elia, Steve Utley, and Richard Campbell, who shows the way. Campbell's got a huge lead built up. Almost 19 seconds, which is almost a full lap. Trying to see where he's going to catch that 924. But Campbell, he is just putting on a clinic to start the night here tonight in the War Off I-4 Enduro. Not very much room on the racetrack that isn't littered in debris. You can't necessarily just run one particular line. You've got to be adaptable. You've got to be able to go inside, outside, move the car around into different places. So you don't want to cut a tire down, and that's exactly what's happened to Cleetus McFarland. I'm looking here on the front stretch, and Cleetus McFarland has lost a right front tire, and the 5th place running number 4 car, his night is going to come to an end here in the War Off I-4 Enduro. There's J.H. Diesel in the 88 continuing on. Now J.H. is up to 3rd. Looks like James D'Elia has had some issues, and the one constant, though, is that leader right there in that black car with the skeleton hanging off the back of it of Richard Campbell. We've now got less than 10 laps to go. We started this race with just under 40 cars. We have lost a good bit of them because of the absolute carnage that has taken place in this race. This race has not gone as smoothly as I think some drivers would have hoped for. I mean, these enduro races can be pretty crazy. You see them leaning on each other, making some heavy contact in the middle of turns 3 and 4. That's Ricky Haslam in the number 9. And I believe that's the 15W of Clint Snyder that he was messing with a little bit there. He also got the number 27 of Logan Masella. But JH plugging along, still running in 3rd. As we're going to be coming to the line here this next time by, Richard Campbell is going to see 5 to go. When he comes back around, he's working his way through the middle of turns 3 and 4 right now, and AJ up at the flag stand is getting ready to show him the high 5. And for Campbell, I mean, he's got a huge lead built up. He's got over a 1-lap advantage now at this point. So for Campbell, you're just kind of in survival mode for these final 5 laps. Luckily for him, he's at a point of the racetrack where he doesn't have a ton of pressure from behind him, and he does have some clear track in front of him. He is going to have some lap traffic that he's going to have to navigate before this one is all said and done. And for him, he's just got to pick and choose his spots and when he can make a move. J.H. Diesel, though, he's got about 2.5 seconds to try to make up to snag that runner-up spot. Right now, J.H. comfortably running in the 3rd position in that 88 car. You see coming by the front straightaway here with 4 to go. Now 3 to go as Campbell comes by. And Campbell even kind of, I think, sees exactly what's going on and sees in the moment where he realizes he's got such a big lead built up that he does not have to push the issue, doesn't have to force it. And he can just kind of comfortably ride these last couple of laps here and just try to make sure that he keeps all 4 tires fully inflated. Ooh, kind of a tough move there. He had to work around that car on the bottom of the racetrack. That was a little bit of a pick move. Going to back off here into turns 1 and 2 and look to try to get around just a couple more lap cars. And Richard Campbell will be able to bring it home. There's just a lap and a half to go. Campbell trying to bring it home down there on the apron of the racetrack. Had to move up just a little bit to miss that car parked down on the inside of the white flag waves. And a driver that has had some incredible success in these enduro races for previous years here at the Freedom Factory is looking to do it once again here tonight. Final time back up onto the banking in turns 3 and 4. Give it up for your War Off I-4 Enduro winner. It's the 132 of Richard Campbell. He gets it done here tonight at the Freedom Factory. And J.H. Diesel able to make up a lot of ground in those final laps. J.H. is going to be your runner-up. Getting ready to bring it back around as the rest of the field looks to close out their final lap. James D'Elia, the 924 of Steve Utley. You had James Rowland in the 715. Nathan Weber rounding out your top 5. And Richard Campbell, he knows how to celebrate. He knows where he's at. And he's going to go down and celebrate once again down at Freedom Factory Victory Lane with another win at the Tour of Destruction. We'll get ready to send it down trackside to Keith, and he will be there to celebrate with our winner, the 132 at Richard Campbell.
All right, we are down here. He's just getting all strapped out, getting ready to go. Freedom Factory, give it up for your War Off I-4. Let him hear it. Again, wild and crazy. Half the field getting knocked out. We got a race winner, Richard Campbell. And again, no stranger to Victory Lane. He's gotten a War Off I-4 Enduro win before. Now, last night, some tough breaks last night, but I'm sure this makes up for all of that.
Oh, yeah, it was a good time. Hey, guys, I want to thank Cleetus for putting this whole thing together, and also Mo with Tour of Destruction. Hey, a big shout-out for you fans. You're the best fans in the state of Florida. Give yourselves a round of applause for being another sold-out crowd. Yeah, baby.
All right, give it up one more time for your race winner, Richard Campbell. All right, again, the destruction rolls on. We appreciate each and every one of you bearing with us while we scrape off the track, get everything ready and set for the next event. Again, a huge thank you for just hanging with us here tonight. Little short delay due to traffic, but again, we are here and we are sold out. Freedom Factory, give it up for the Tour of Destruction selling out! Again, a huge thank you to them at the venue. Huge thank you to Cleetus. Again, a big shout out to Cleetus, letting us come back here year after year. Again, we'll be coming back next year as well. We got reverse race coming up next. Jake, go ahead up there, explain it to them.
Well, the reverse race is pretty simple. As you see Richard Campbell making his way back to his car and making a young fan's night, letting a fan take home his winning race trophy.